Beneath the mists of Roman legend lies one of the most enduring mysteries in the empire's long march across history, the fate of the Ninth Legion. Known officially as Legio IX Hispana, this formation had once been Rome's pride, forged in the fires of the Republic and carried into the imperial age as a symbol of strength, discipline, and Rome's unyielding will to conquer. Yet, as centuries turned, their story faded into silence, leaving behind questions, whispers, and echoes of what might have happened. The Ninth's journey began during the last turbulent years of the Roman Republic, when Julius Caesar himself called upon them in his brutal conquest of Gaul in the 50s BCE. Hardened by the mud, forests, and rivers of France, the legion gained its surname Hispana after campaigns in Hispania, where their loyalty and ruthlessness carved Rome's order into the Iberian Peninsula. Their eagle standard, gleaming under the Mediterranean sun, stood as a reminder that wherever the Ninth marched, resistance was crushed beneath Roman sandals. When Augustus rose to power in the ashes of civil war, the Ninth followed. Stationed first in the frontiers of the Rhine, then later in the wilds of Britain, they were Rome's shield against the barbarian tribes who refused to bend the knee. In Britain especially, their name became both feared and cursed. The year 61 CE brought the fury of Queen Boudica's rebellion, when fire and blood swept through Roman towns. Tacitus tells us that the Ninth, led by the governor Petilius Cerealis, was ambushed by Boudica's warriors and nearly annihilated, an early sign that this legion's destiny would forever be tied to the dangerous island. Yet Rome rebuilt it, reforged it, and once again sent it marching north. By the early 2nd century, under Emperor Hadrian, the Ninth was garrisoned in Eboracum, modern-day York. Archaeological evidence, tiles stamped with the mark Legion IX Hispana, confirms their presence there, a silent imprint of legionaries who walked the cold streets of northern Britannia. But then, suddenly, the trail grows faint. By around 120 CE, the Ninth disappears from British records. Their name vanishes from the rosters of the legions that endured through time. What happened? Historians have wrestled with the silence. Some believe the Ninth was destroyed in a catastrophic uprising somewhere beyond Hadrian's future wall, perhaps crushed by Caledonian tribes in the mist-covered highlands. Others suggest they were transferred to the eastern provinces, where threats from Parthians and Armenians bled Roman manpower, and there, in some forgotten battle, the Ninth perished. Roman sources remain elusive. Hadrian's biographers write of heavy losses in Britain, but never name the legion. And so, the Ninth passed into legend. Their story inspired centuries of speculation. Were they lost in the bogs and forests of Scotland, their eagle standard sinking into the mud, never to be seen again? Did they vanish beneath the burning sun of the East, forgotten in dusty provincial annals? Or were they quietly disbanded, their veterans absorbed into other legions, their names struck out, leaving only a ghost in Roman history? What we do know is this: the Ninth Legion, once Caesar's hammer, once Rome's instrument of empire, ended in silence rather than in triumph. Their absence reminds us that even Rome, this vast, seemingly eternal empire, was never invincible. Armies could vanish, legions could be broken, and the proud eagle of Rome could fall into shadow. The Ninth Legion remains a story half told, part history, part myth, and wholly captivating. It is less a tale of glorious conquest than a reminder of the fragility of empire, how even the mightiest formations can be swallowed by time, leaving only fragments for us to piece together, and a lingering question that still echoes through the ages. What truly happened to the 9th?